Okay, so I have mentioned before um, about the fact that I have a pretty extensive history with drug abuse as a as a probably a central theme in my whole life story. And so, I mean, like, all that shit doesn't happen for nothing. Okay, number one, like, I learned a lot of very valuable life lessons. And, none of us learn any valuable life lessons easily. So I think before, like, I incarnated here, I was just like, I always think about the me that's wherever I am, that's plotting, that's like picking all the things about, having to work out my karma and all that kind of stuff for when I'm about to reincarnate. So, and it's always just, I come up with the funniest crap. Like, what was I thinking? But anyway, so I'm going to just start randomly sharing some of my extremely 100% true stories from those years. I think they're funny. This one happened in probably the year 2000, 2001. Now, back then, where I'm from, there was no heroin here, and so there were no needle exchanges and crap like that. And I was, I was shooting cocaine. I was shooting a lot of cocaine. Okay, and so this one particular night, I had I'd been out for a couple hours, and I was jonesing, and finally I scored, and it was like 3:45 in the morning, and like back then, like I would have to use one rig for some of them. Like if I could make them last for like 3 weeks, I mean, it would get to where you'd have to pull out the plunger and stick it in your ear and get ear, or the thing would break. You learned how to MacGyver them, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm mix up the shot, right? And then I go to do it, and the needle completely just breaks. I don't have any more. And I'm like, oh, crap. Well, right down the street was one of the only drugstores. It was a Walgreens. No, this one was a CVS that stayed open 24 hours. And so, like I said, it's 3:45 in the morning. At this point, I'm just pissed off. I haven't gotten to get high. And so I walk in the store. I'm sure I'm like, I didn't take any care to probably brush my hair or teeth or anything. And I went to the back, to go through the freaking spiel, which I had to go, I already knew what was about to transpire. So anyway, the pharmacist comes up, and I'm like, yes, I need a bag of U100 diabetic syringes. She says, do you have your diabetic card? I said, nope, I don't have it. She said, well, I can't sell them to you. I said, okay, then, well, I'm just letting you know, I'm going to leave the store, I'm going to walk out, I'm going to go straight to the dumpster. I'm going to climb in it. I'm going to dig around until I find a used needle, and I'm just going to shoot my shot with that right there in the dumpster. And then I'm also just going to sit there and wait for you to get off of work. Then I'm going to follow you home, not to hurt you. I'm just going to follow you home so I can see where you live, because any man person living at that house, I'm going to fuck them after I just shot the dumpster shot. I hated having to do it, but I mean, like, number one, it's not a law. Number two, it's only store policy. Number three, like that even if it's just the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. No, we can't sell you a clean rig. You go get AIDS. I'm like, okay. whatever. So anyway, she's like, all right, I'm going to sell you this bag, and don't you ever come in my store again. And I said, thank you. And I walked out and left.